Alright guys, I just want to do a quick video really. I've been listening to a lot of glitchy stuff lately, a lot of random stuff, mainly techno stuff. Like, I've been listening to tracks on Spotify and it's, you hear like little sounds in the background, which just add to like the texture of a track. And I was thinking, if they're using a DAW, how much messing around are they doing to get that randomness? Um, it just keeps the track alive. I know you've got your kick and your hat and your snare and stuff like that, but all these little artifacts in the background, all these glitchy sounds, really make the track. So I've been looking into how to do it. Get things really random and stuff like that with the Electron digitakt. So I'm just going to show you a quick sort of technique of how you could go about it for sort of evolving randomness over time, which is never really the same each time. So what I've done is I've obviously when you load a new project you get your sounds on your 8 tracks here. I've unloaded them so they're empty now. We've got nothing on them. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick a few sounds. I'm not going to go out my way to find the best sounds I can or anything like that. It's just literally an example of how I would do it. Keep things random, keep things strange, and just have it flowing and evolving. So I'll use factory sounds for the sake of this. Like I said, I'm just going to pick any really. So give it some volume. So clap, we'll add that. So you're just going to load to project. Symbol. Same again. Maybe go to a different one. Project. We'll do like 6 or 7 or something just for this demonstration. Add that snare drum. So we've got 4. We'll get 2 more. We'll have that. That. Yeah, so basically if you don't understand what I mean, it's just like different sounds, re-trigged sounds and differences in pitch and that in the background, and with a nice heavy reverb, it just gives a sense of space and sometimes eeriness, when you've got this like glitchy music. It's pretty cool. So we'll go back. So we've got that now. What we're going to do is we're just going to fill all these. I'm going to utilize all the pages. So take the decay time down. We play that now. That should just be the same sound over and over. Right, so what we're going to do is head over to the LFO section and take this down to 4. And we're going to, in fact, what we'll do first is we'll sort out the depth. Let me just go back, see what trig that is, see which sample that is even. We'll put it on 4 in the center here because we want the LFO to scroll back and forth through the depth, covering them 7 sounds. We'll start on 4. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the LFO and now we're going to start changing the depth. So and then the sample should start change. Actually, first we'll have to put it on sample slot mode. There. So now we're modulating the sample slot. So when we start moving the depth, that should start changing the sound. When you start getting to the point where you're hitting the button to hear the sample and you're not getting anything, your depth has gone out of range, so it's starting to pick up on we obviously did 7 down. It's obviously starting to go over to the 8th, which we've not got any sound loaded, so just stop when it starts to do that and just get it so time you're getting something. You're going to put it on sample and hold mode, and we want random. Yep, that's where we want it. So now when we press play, that's as random as you like. So what you're going to do then is this way you're going to start playing. So what we're going to do is maybe add some, so we'll add like a retrig on this step here. Really short length retrig. Okay, so maybe copy that there, put one there, just put them anywhere, you know, not too many. I say not too many, do what you want. Then maybe on some steps we can then bit reduction. All glitchy stuff sounds great with bit reduction. Put a few on. Right, so now that should sound a little bit more random. Now that sounds really messy and scatty at the minute, but the trick is with this, obviously, they're subtle, so the sort of, you want them firing off now and again in the background. You don't want them constantly like that in the mix. So what you're going to do, obviously the beauty of the digitakt is going to take the probability down. Now I put it down to about 15 to start off with. So there's 15% chance that each one of them will trigger. Now you'll say, oh, why have you filled all, you know, all the steps? Well, because we want it to be random. We want it to change every time, you know, where it plays and stuff. There's sort of no rules with this. So let's play it now. You know, it might be loads and loads of bars before you do hear like a retrig or something, but when it does come up, it'll sound great because it's so random. Now what I'm going to do is to add more randomness, is what I like to do, is I like to modulate the tune. And we're going to do the same thing there. We're going to do the random, and sample and hold. I'm really going to go, you know, big depth with this tune. I like to sort of go about 90 degrees round to around 80. Play with the BPM as we go. I'm thinking quite a rapid change. It was 16 maybe. Let's see how that sounds. Let's maybe just take that up for this example anyway, before we've got any other elements to track, to about 18% probability. So you're getting some like really cool like different sounds there now. So where this really comes alive is where, so we'll go back to this and we're going to change some of these to, well, first we're going to set our delay time. So we want a high pass filter on that. We'll ping pong it, give it a good bit of width, and maybe about 78 feedback. And we'll set our reverb again, high pass filter. I always put it around the 50 mark for this sort of stuff. Decay, and then we'll put it on 72. I don't want any pre-delay. Maybe cut off the gain at a really high level, but I want quite a lot of reverb on this. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to add delay over the lot. I'm going to add the delay to certain like trigs. So I don't know. I've got quite a heavy delay on, so just sort of be gentle with it. Otherwise it will get wild. Not too many. maybe just one on these lot, yeah, then next one put another 2 on here. Starting to get interesting now. Now let's make it really shine. Obviously you do your panning, you'd pan different sounds different ways, but I haven't really got time to be doing that, but you know, you just get random with it. So take our reverb right up, and to be fair, I've missed out something I always do. Here's my swing setting. I always have it on 54. Now that's like really nice. I like that, how random it is. So like on our second, there's just gonna put like a kick drum in to show you. We don't want that one actually. To show you how it sound, you know, in a track. Copy that. Paste. Let's add a little ghost note in for a bit of flow. Take that down to about 30. Always add a ghost note in because it gives it that flow. I love it. Copy that. And put that there. Put that there. There. Let's try that now. See what I mean? And then you can play like the probability. Before it didn't seem to be coming up enough. Now it seems to be coming up a little bit too much. You can even take it down again. Like I said, this is just for random artifacts in the background. You know, let's do it, and let's take the probability down and take the reverb right up, so we've got a really heavy decay in the background, really dark sound. So yeah, and then let's maybe add something to this maybe. So let's have a look. Let's add a hat to this. Let's just add that just for this demonstration. So the amp that down.